UFC Fight Night Blaydes versus Daukaus. Most confident picks. Now, we've done our full card predictions. I'll give those to you guys right now. I got Curtis Blaydes winning, Alexa Grasso winning, Askar Askarov slightly winning, Matt Brown winning, Ilir Latifi winning, Manny Fierro slightly winning. I got Neil Magny winning. I got Borshev. I got Karol Rosa slightly. Bajadil Dana, David Dvorak slightly. Aliaskar Kazirev slightly. And then Bruno Souza right there. Not Aliaskar Kazirev. But as you guys can see, there's a few fights on here that I said slightly they're going to be winning. So every now and then you'll see me do the prediction where it's like, for example, Mana Fiora, Jennifer Maia. If you look at the betting odds for the fight, she's a pretty big favorite over Jennifer Maia at 4 odds to 1, minus 400 on the betting odds. But she's one of my least confident picks on the card. I can name plenty of people on the card I'm more confident than Mana Fiora to win, like Neil Magny, like Ilir Latifi, like Askar Askarov, Alexa Grasso, Curtis Blaydes. Borshev slightly, he's around the range. Karol Rosa, more confident in. Aliaskar Kazirev, and that's about it. That kind of leaves Mana Fiora as probably my 4th least confident pick of the card. That's why I'm gonna make these type of videos for every single UFC fight nights, because every now and then I may have that big favorite winning, like a Mana Fiora, but I don't want to give you guys the wrong impression that I'm like, of course Mana Fiora is gonna win the fight, because you guys just saw she's one of my least confident picks of the card. So number 1 most confident, a lot of you guys are asking my top 3, top 4 most confident picks of the card. The number 1 most confident pick of the card is kind of split between like Neil Magny and Curtis Blaydes. Again, I've had a lot of people ask, are there any locks for UFC Fight Night Blaydes versus Daukaus? This proves that there is no locks on the card, because I have Curtis Blaydes as one of my most confident picks of the card. He's fighting Chris Daukaus, heavyweight division, a guy that has every win coming by knockout, and Blaydes being knocked out in all of his three losses right there. He can definitely lose that fight, but I'm pretty sure with his height and reach advantage and the fact that eventually he'll land the takedown, I do have him as my number 1 most confident pick. Number 2, probably like Neil Magny or Ilir Latifi. I'll go with Neil Magny right there. Neil Magny, he's taller, he's lengthier, he's a better striker, he's got more experience, he's younger than Max Griffin. Maybe the power advantage does go Max Griffin, but everything else, Neil Magny has faced opponents that have the power like Max Griffin has. He's fought Robbie Lawler, he's fought Jav Neal right there, Jinglian Lee, Ponzinibbio, and Javier Dos Anjos, all of these guys right here, and for the most part, he's been able to stay away from that big, powerful shot up until the 4th round with a guy like Santiago Ponzinibbio. That's the only way Max Griffin's really going to win there, is going to be by knockout. So Magny's probably going to be my number 2 most confident pick. Number 3, I'll go Ilir Latifi, mainly because of the age of Alexei Oleinik. Ilir, I do believe, will go out there, take the fight down, out-wrestle, out-grapple a little bit, or he'll just keep the fight on the feet. We've seen how bad of a striker Alexei really is, and with the wrestling pedigree of Ilir Latifi, he doesn't even need to risk the submission game of Alexei Oleinik. He doesn't even need to get the fight to the ground, because he can literally just outstrike Alexei Oleinik and beat him on the feet there. So that'd be my 3rd most confident pick. I was kind of going back and forth on having like a Vyacheslav Borshev next, but I would probably rather go like an Aliaskar Kazirev at my number 4 most confident pick there. The reason being, he's fighting a short notice Denis Yolinin, who's got 5 losses, a few of those guys against some solid guys. I mean, Ruslan Shamilov right there, undefeated. Mubar Shuka, I don't know how to say that name. John Patrick, and then Ikram Aliskerov, who lost to Hamzat Chimaev. Very solid opponents, but again, he's coming in on short notice. He only has 1 notable win, which was that last one on Juscelino Ferreira. He's coming in on short notice, literally just fought on the 20th right there against Juscelino Ferreira, so he's literally coming off a win not that long ago. But fighting a guy like Aliaskar Kazirev, he's an animal. He's crazy everywhere in that fight, so he'd probably be my number 4. And then number 5, I'd probably have to go back to those big favorites, or Vyacheslav Borshev. I'd probably have to go like Manny Fierro. I'd probably have to go maybe an Askar, but again, those are some very unpredictable fights. Maya has the grappling and wrestling, she could mix into that fight. Kaikara Freys has the power, he can definitely mix in the fight. But those are my 4 biggest and most confident fighters on the card: Curtis Blaydes, Neil Magny, Alir Latifi, and Aliaskhab Kazira. The 50-50 very close fights: Luis Saldana, David Dvorak, Matt Brown versus Brian Barberina, and that would be about it. The fights that I'm slightly leaning towards the favorite winning are going to be Banda Fioro, are going to be Askar Askarov, Alexa Grasso, they're going to be Vyacheslav Borshev, Karol Rosa, and Bajiril Dana. So hopefully that kind of spread out where I kind of lean on a lot of these guys. Confident picks are going to be Blaydes, Alir Latifi, Neil Magny, and Aliaskhab Kazira. The second tier after that, I definitely have them winning the fight. I think there's a possibility they could lose. Obviously, it's MMA. The guys just below that in confidence are going to be the fighters, kind of like an Alexa Grasso, Askar Askarov, Mana Fioro, Vyacheslav Borshev, Karol Rosa, Bajiril Dana. After that one, the very, very close fights, like a Luis Saldana, David Dvorak, and then like a Matt Brown right there. So that pretty much levels out where I'm kind of thinking about all these fights for UFC Fight Night Blaydes versus Daukaus. Hopefully they clear some things up for you. If you guys like the video, as usual, make sure to go down and hit the like button. It definitely helps with the YouTube algorithm, getting this content to a more broader space, and more people then go onto the channel. So make sure to subscribe, like the video, turn on notifications, and look at the pinned comment down below and become a channel member. With all that being said, let's get in the next one. We'll see you in the next one. Let's go.